all going to fall down as to how things are going to work out in-game itself, right? All the strategies being set up. It's going to be a fun match.
Well, from the sneak peek I'm getting on the play field, yeah, that is a 5-back that Bhutan are running right now. That's a 5-4-1 they are going in with. So they are going with the very defensive structure already. And Team India, they kick the ball from left to right, a long through pass, but will be collected from the right wing back. But now the thing is, the Team India can have a lot of possession, but we are going for a quick counter attack already, but the possession is lost down mid.
Oh, sends it all the way through. Does not really get it. That one centre back still stopping the ball out here. That's a pretty solid defense coming in, and now eventually changing it all the way up. Now here's the thing, right? In order to break through the defense of India, you need to have a pretty decent amount of attack or a solid attack. Hold on, we'll talk about that in a second though. An opportunity, sends it out with a header, but does not connect it well. But the possession still kept with India.
They are trying to dribble inside the box, but Team Bhutan, they knew what Team India is capable of. The E-Tigers, they are on brute attack, but the amount of people that Bhutan has inside the box is making life difficult. But a through pass is yet again intercepted. Bhutan with 9 players defending the ball is making the life a bit harder for our E-Tigers.
Count the 10th one as well for the keeper, so it's going to be problematic too to try and break through this. Maybe through a counter attack, you could eventually bring things back up in your favor. Here's this one thing, right? Bhutan is waiting for India to make one mistake. Just one small mistake. Eventually, they're going to send the ball through, and maybe their attacker can take it all away, send it all through, shoot a goal. But if that's not going to be the case, I think so India will eventually get a chance out in the defense.
But that is so true. But also, I just want to see how we are going to keep the position, because right now we are going for a long through balls a lot, just running down the wing, but a miscalculated pass, a little too heavy on the line, a goal kick given away.
An almost good chance created out there, but this is what I was mentioning, and I wanted to type as well. You're all right. A deflected pass out here, bring it back into the possession of India. Got an opportunity, tries to shoot over, but right at the edge of the box, it's just not enough. The goalkeeper reaches it at the last second.
Almost there. Nico Williams with a cutback, he is making on himself. That is so beautiful to witness. The skills that Team India is using is so proper, I would say, and the timing is so phenomenal as well. But at the same time, the space inside the box is what we need at this point, and Team Bhutan is not giving us an inch.
That's the big thing, right? And that's why we're going to see finally a few changes being brought in. Maybe it's from the side of Bhutan out there. But I think so, as I said, we'll eventually get the opportunity out here for as long as we can keep the possession of the ball in mid. Bhutan will have to send some players outside of their box line, maybe a bit more forward towards the mid to try and steal it all away, and then we will get those opportunities to send the ball in by making a run out there. And I think so that's going to be the main key for India. I wanted to see that adaptation early on, and we've eventually got that. A pass, not that good, stolen away. India, they've got another chance out here right now. Ball did not really go through over towards that left winger, but it's absolutely fine. We've still got it all the way back in, sends it down in the center, stolen away from the other side. And it seems like we're playing a game of volleyball as well, side by side. Hold on, another chance outside of the box, sends it all the way away towards that left wing, tries to send in, defensively stolen.
But Team India, we are just stealing the possession right on their edge. And Team Bhutan, they are just hoping to get a through ball with a long L1 triangle passes, just lobbing it up in the air, asking the striker to just win the header, keep the ball down. But that's how they want to attack. But I'm pretty sure Team India is very aware of that. That's why we have 3 centre backs defending our back lines, and everybody else in the attack. A good cross, but Buffon there to make a save. Another chance goes begging.
And you can't really get the ball through this Italian keeper out here, Buffon. Always been one of the legends out. India, they'll have another chance with this cross. If it's well placed, well-timed shot, header, 50-50 out here, tries to send it in. But doesn't really matter. It's going to go all the way for the goal kick again, or rather for the corner. That was such a nice opportunity.
Corner taken quickly, running inside the box, but Nico Williams, he has been just shoved with the shoulder, pushing him out. A goal kick, a long pass again, but Team India, they just need to make sure that they just win the headers. That's all they need to do in their defensive half right now. Because Team Bhutan, all they are doing is just lobbing the ball up in the air and asking their forwards to get the ball inside the box, but this is the first time threat. A good cross, and almost the header scored by CR7 there. A good save from Schmeichel, but now a corner given away. But a clearance just coming right on the edge of it.
Yeah.
But now a counter attack unleashed.
There's an opportunity out here, sends it all the way back in though, but it's going to be a foul. It was such a nice run, man, out there. This could have been that counter-attacking opportunity which I was talking about too. As much as Bhutan wants to go for those counter-attacks, India also really like to do that. And I love the adjustment from Bhutan this time. Hold on. Wait, was that a red card being taken up by Bhutan? They're going to be down to 10 man now.
Yes, and we are taking advantage of it as well. A short free kick taken away, edge of the box, and Romario, he is not missing from there. A finesse to the left top corner. Romario opening the deadlock, and E-Tigers, they take the lead. Bhutan, they were already struggling with the possession, conceded a red card, and Team India made no mistake to capitalize on that free kick. Romario just sending the ball home. Left foot, finesse, top corner. A thing of beauty, and Team India, we lead 1-0.
That was such a nice, I would have to say, steal coming back in on the back of that one deflection which you mentioned. And it was a perfectly placed and timed shot by Romario. And again, I really thought that because of that foul, since there was a counter-attacking opportunity for India, I thought it's going to be a bare minimum yellow card. I was not really expecting a red out there. But man, oh man, now India's got a big opportunity. And Bhutan, it's not just in a deadlock now. They are they've got to have to fire an uphill battle, and they're just constantly trying to send it through now.
Also, Bhutan has not taken a pause at this point. So the red card is what I am looking at the screen is given to a centre back because there is a big gap between the two CBs at this point. The back five is down to a back four now. And with the central CB out of the place, Team India will have a lot more loopholes to make the goal scoring opportunities. And now the game will look more wide and open for Team India. But Bhutan, they steal the possession. They are running on the wings. But Hopium cross. But CR7, he will not be able to collect it.
Yeah, again, the defensive line is actually pretty solid out here. You also consider that you've got Virgil van Dijk as well, which you've got to beat. Yeah, I mean, good luck trying that. Even though there's going to be a CR7 on the other side, it's got to be a perfect pass out here, but that could be an opportunity from India. Deflection, collect, sends it through.
Communication between the E-Tigers, a heel backy pass could have made things different. But now Bhutan on the counter, they have made some changes to their tactical end as well. They're trying to keep a ball a lot more, but the thing is, with Virgil van Dijk breathing on your shoulder, you just cannot keep the position for long enough.
That's one big point out here. He tries to send it all the way out towards the box as well, but not really enough now. Bhutan with a chance to make this counter attack. Eventually tackled a perfect interception out here, stopping the build-up play. And now India have got another chance, another opportunity. But look at the amount of players that Bhutan still have out. 8 players in the defense. That does mean that there's going to be one out there on the attack as well. It's going to be stopped.
Petri. Yeah. There was an offside foul committed there. But never mind, that is something that Team India is not looking at right now. But another lobbed pass. So Team Bhutan, all their strategy right now is going in the Hopium manner. Just lob the ball ahead, hope that CR7 is there. But they are on the way to the counter. And the shot taken from CR7 almost there, but just off target. Or rather, it was a save from Schmeichel. That's something I need to witness again. And yeah, Schmeichel making a good save there. A good save. A corner conceded, but just making sure that they keep the corner in check. Because now CR7, he is becoming a threat slowly and steadily.
I mean, you always had that CR7 problem of how you're going to stop him from winning all of those headers out here, right? And that's something India will have to work with right now. But eventually, that's a pretty nice through being sent out in the forward. There's a gap in the mid, though, but no way to send the pass towards him. Eventually stolen away from the other side. Bhutan will now send it all the way forward. Another pass out here, lob through. CR7 running it all the way back. Will have to stop. Tries to cut it in. The tackle is perfect, stopping the shot in from scoring the equalizer.
Saliba just putting in a shift right there, chasing all the way, making a slight tackle at the very right moment. And now Team India, they have the possession, but not for long enough. India, they need to make sure that they capitalize on the chances they are making because Team Bhutan, they are knocking on the door. And with just one goal scored, the things are not in our control at this point.
Yeah, you can clearly see the possession shifted. Now it's going to be a chance for CR7. Michael moves up forward, collects the ball in its way. Had that gone in a little bit wide, yeah, that would have been it. Maybe a through chance right now being created, but India decides to play defensively. Sends it all the way in the center. Lucky being sent out there, but it was probably an offside again.
Small passing errors there. This chance could have been something different. You could have just called the play short, pass it to Snyder, then to Koku. But trying to get to the striker very rapidly, and this is something which is causing Team India the possession changes. Yeah. We are making the change. Getting in Nakata there. Yeah, Wayne Rooney is coming in for Nico Williams. But Nakata on the left back, trying to get the back line a bit more deeper now. Because the amount of through balls that Team India is facing, they're like, okay, you want to give a long ball in, we are just happy to sit back and relax. Bastoni, Van Dijk, Saliba, they are all happy to let the ball fly in the air. Because with the height of 6'3", 6'4", they are not losing on their headers.
I agree. This also means now Bhutan will eventually get some more opportunities to take the ball in a little bit closer towards the entire box. And that would mean that one tackle might actually become pretty crucial to try and steal things away from the other side. So you've got to get those tackles up on point right. And that is if, I'm anticipating, if Bhutan is reading into this and they understand after watching the game and the position of the players that this defense line is a bit more deeper just to stop from Ronaldo to receive those crosses.
That is so true. But now, again, Team India starting the pause timer. And now, if you look at the tempo, we are just taking things slow with now a pass. Coming in for the new player, crossing inside the box. This could have been a chance, but the chance goes back again. But the possession, it was a lucky rebound, but we lose it yet again. And now Bhutan, they are on a run, but Saliba is on the edge of it, winning the ball back, crossing it ahead. And CR7 can't lose the header, but the rebound is back in our favor.
Yeah, it's going to be sent in forward towards the right wing, though eventually stolen away yet again. Nice opportunity now, but you can clearly see the change in tempo and the change in momentum. Now the ball is constantly in that left half of the field. That means India are winning that possession. And since the defensive line is so deep, you can't really have that opportunity of the lob through. So Bhutan will have to find a different way to try and deal. And with the man down, that's going to be even more difficult.
At this point, I just want to see Team India make some more ground passes. Because the amount of lobbed passes that both the teams are making right now is making it difficult for the chance to come through.
Yeah.
The Team Bhutan, they are down to 10 men. They have less number of players on the pitch. Making some 1-2 passes that can break the deadlock yet again. And with the just 8 minutes remaining on the clock, it is on Team India to just close down this match on the similar scoreline or make it even better if any changes. But
Yeah.
Team Bhutan, they are trying all in to get that equalizer right now. And Team India, they just need to buy out 6 more minutes. And they are doing it by running down the wing. They are taking the ball. Another one, 2 passes on the wing, but now getting inside the box. But nobody to support the players. And this is something which needs to be fixed as per synergy level. Because in co-op, you can bring in your second player to close down the gap. But Team India, they are not finding their footing in the first game itself. They are 1 goal up. The clock is ticking down. They are closing to the victory. But Team Bhutan, they are not making their lives easier.
They're not, but right now India have got an opportunity, an open field over towards the right. Oh my goodness, that's a mistake. And this is an opportunity for Bhutan as they send in another lob one through. Defense line will be stealing it. And that could probably be the nail in the coffin out here. India, they've got the ball. They're not going to let it go. And that's the game. 33-minute goal by Romario. And that was